Hello and welcome to Eaton's Technology Summit for Data Centers and Energy, coming to you from Madrid. I'm Emma Strutton, I'm Head of Channels at DCD, and I'm delighted to introduce Steve Loeb, who is the VP for Marketing for Distributed IT at Eaton. So thanks for joining me, Steve. How are you?
Very good. Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm sure you've got a busy schedule over the couple of days of the event. So to start us out, are you able to tell me a bit more about you, your career journey, and your role at Eaton?
Sure. So I've been with Eaton now for almost 18 years, almost all in the technology space, focused on the data center. Before this role, I was running the sales organization that was related to this business. And prior to that, I ran the commercial integration for an acquisition we made in 2021 called Triplight, which is actually where I spent about 13 years of my career.
Fantastic, thank you. And this talk is around Eaton's strategic priorities in 2026 and looking into 2027. So to start us out, how are customer infrastructure requirements changing as AI kind of moves into broader deployment?
Sure. So from Eaton's perspective, AI is redefining the data center infrastructure. Power demand is shifting from predictable workloads to more highly volatile GPU-based workloads, with rack densities moving rapidly from tens of kilowatts to 100 kilowatts up to a megawatt soon. It's really forcing us to rethink the power infrastructure, the cooling infrastructure, facility design, while deployment timelines are continuing to shrink from what used to be years into targeted timelines of months. But the takeaway is pretty clear. AI requires integrated end-to-end infrastructure design holistically from grid to chip, not assembled from point solutions.
Fantastic, thank you. And how are, I suppose, what are the biggest challenges that are developing with the need to meet these kind of higher density power requirements and uptime expectations in the face of the grid constraints that we're seeing in many different regions of the world?
Yeah, the core challenge is that the grid's just not keeping up with the AI demands. Capacity constraints, slow interconnection, and volatile AI loads are stressing the utilities and on-site equipment, increasing power quality and outage risks. At the same time, uptime expectations are higher than ever because downtime directly impacts revenue models, training model generation. Eaton addresses this with grid interactive infrastructure, combining advanced power quality, energy storage, on-site generation, and high voltage DC architectures to improve stability and resilience.
And you mentioned there kind of speed to market being critical factors. So how are those? I feel like it's sort of a key theme coming out over the event is like those kind of integrated power and cooling solutions. So how are fully integrated rack power and cooling solutions helping to enable that faster speed to market?
Sure, it's interesting. Customers are realizing that somewhat paradoxically, integration is the fastest path to deployment. Disaggregated designs slow projects down with added risk, validation effort, and unclear accountability. Eaton delivers modular, pre-validated building blocks, power, backup, energy, cooling, and racks, designed to work together that reduces commissioning time, enables prefabrication, and accelerates speed to market, which is now critical for AI projects.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then speaking of kind of the cooling element that I previously touched on, how has the acquisition of Boyd Thermal enabled Eaton to expand their existing data center portfolio?
Yeah, that was a big one, and entirely an adjacent technology for Eaton. We obviously are known as a power infrastructure company, and they're obviously on the cooling side. It was strategic for Eaton. We're already leaders in the power space, but AI requires power and cooling to work interoperably. Boyd adds critical liquid cooling capabilities at the chip and rack level, enabling dense AI platforms. Together, Eaton now delivers a true grid to chip, and then now with Boyd, chip to ambient solutions, reducing integration risk and improving uptime, efficiency, and speed of deployment, positioning us as an integrated AI infrastructure partner, not just a power supplier.
Yeah, fantastic. And when it comes to kind of standardization and that sort of speed to market element, do you think that as an industry we're moving towards kind of fully standardized AI-ready infrastructure platforms?
Yes, we see the industry kind of converging on reference architectures rather than bespoke builds. Standards like the open racks, 800-volt DC architectures, and codified AI factory designs are becoming the baseline. While site and regulatory needs prevent full standardization, most deployments are now configurable versions of a common platform, driven by the need for speed, scale, and capital efficiency.
Yeah, Yeah, and how does this enable the sector to prioritize flexibility as the compute landscape changes so quickly?
So standard platforms actually increase flexibility. When power, cooling, and racks are modular and standardized, customers can scale, adapt to new chip configurations, and deploy globally while with minimal redesign efforts. Flexibility shifts from custom engineering to operational configuration within a validated framework. That's why Eaton focuses on modular power architectures and software-driven controls that let customers evolve with AI without re-architecting every cycle.
Yeah, yeah, and then I suppose to finish us off, what do you think will define Eaton's data center strategy in 2026 and into 2027?
So we have about three kind of pillars that we talk about. So grid to chip leadership, delivering end-to-end power and cooling paths that handle extreme AI densities while improving reliability and energy efficiency. And then platform-based speed, enabling faster deployments through modular, validated architectural designs that reduce engineering and commissioning timeframes. And then integrated power and thermal, fully leveraging Boyd Thermal to make Eaton the partner of choice for AI-ready infrastructure, not just power equipment.
Brilliant. Thank you. Well, Steve, pleasure speaking with you, and hope you enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.